Welcome to another episode of Behind the Dreamers with the Starter Girls. I'm Jennifer Loading.
And I'm Brianna Brelas, and we are talking to the achievers, the dreamers, creators, and the magic makers.
These are our friends, these are your friends, and they are living the extraordinary. Today's episode is brought to you by Walt Mills Photographer of Glad Models Agency. If you are here in the Dallas or surrounding area and looking for some photography work, check out Walt Mills. You can learn more about him and his work at photosbywalt.com.
Yes.
All right, we're back in the lovely staycation here in Richardson. We like this place.
We do like this place. Yes. Yeah. This is part of our local element. We're doing this once a month, finding a local spot to broadcast our podcast live. Wow, that was a tongue twister.
It was good. It was good. All right, we have Ashley Kinney here today, which I'm super excited. Welcome to the show, Ashley. We are so excited to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's let our audience know who she is because she has a lot of cool things that she's doing. So Ashley, let's see, relationship builder, entrepreneur, and artist are adjectives that describe Ashley Kinney. She uses her gifts in photography to help her clients look beautiful and feel special. And I know because she did my photos. WFAA recognized Ashley as one of the best photographers in Dallas, and most recently, Alignable selected her as Northwest Dallas Best Business Person of 2021.
That is
out
amazing.
Of 86,000 votes.
That's incredible.
That's awesome. Ashley said she fell in love with photography when she was 16 years old. That same year she met her husband. She's the owner of Kinney Studios, and together she and her husband own Your Web Guys, which she's got her logo on her shirt. She's also involved with several nonprofits here in the Dallas area, and she works with small businesses as part of DFW Business Accelerator to help them brand, connect them with trusted vendors, and provide them resources. So Ashley, welcome here. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
She has so many things that she does.
Yes.
I'm like, what do we talk about
I know.
first, right? She has so many great
I
things.
was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so actually, I think let's kind of backpedal this a little bit. You said you fell in love with photography at 16. Let's talk about what led to this creation of this studio. What inspired it?
That is a really funny story. Long story short. So back in 1990, I wound up taking journalism. I had an uncle that took journalism, and he was a great journalist down in Florida. He was always in the scenes. I loved that. It was just intriguing that he would speak to people and get stories and get to know the back information. And I tried that out, and that didn't work out so well. So I went into photojournalism, and I loved it. Of course, my instructor thought that I was like the next Ansel Adams, wound up getting publications, decided I wanted to actually be around people. My mom was single, so I wound up with not a lot of social time, and I wanted to see people. That's how I wound up making them smile, shot my first politician, and shot my first wedding whenever I was 16, and
Wow.
They were paid gigs. Got my first publication, of course, because Ed Harrison became a congressman running for office. He did not win the election, but I did happen to win the campaign photography gig because the photographer didn't show up, and it was for newspaper publication. He was making his announcement. The photographer didn't show.
Wow.
So that's how I got that. And from there, I went on to study at UTA, but I became a nurse because back in the 90s, I wasn't popular as a female to be a photographer.
Sure.
All the ladies need to break ground on that, and it's been really successful for a lot of women now. But I interned under a lot of world-renowned photographers and loved it. Everyone said that I needed to have a good stable paycheck, so I became a nurse for 11 years.
Wow.
So I have empathy, sympathy, nurturing that I blend in with my love of photography and just kind of bringing out the genuine person and not something sterile, but the real person.
Yeah.
And that's how that started with Kinney Studios, and we needed a place to live close to the Boy Scouts. And we found a place over in the small town of Red Oak, opened our studio, and that was because literally there was an apartment, and below was a yoga studio that had closed down the weekend we moved in, so it wasn't planned. And the owner said, you know what, I've always wanted to have a photography studio down here, And of course, Your Web Guys was in the same facility, so it was Kinney Studios and Your Web Guys separately at that time. And then over the years, we've kind of blended, and really it's more of a focus of Your Web Guys, and Kinney Studios is included within it.
I love it. Well, and you do great work.
Thank you.
I can attest to that because I've used it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's so fun.
You definitely need to take one spot from where she said, just the clip that says,
Yeah.
I started shooting politicians.
Oh, yes, I know. That was so cute.
And
Yes.
you take that and you put it like, can you guess what she does?
Yes. You know, Ashley, I don't know. I know Ashley's been following our work, and she's probably seen some of the stuff that I'm doing. Like I'm clipping some of the funny pieces. I don't know if everybody likes it, but the audience likes it, so we clip it. But we always say to go back and see the whole video so they know who you are. And Ashley is amazing. She's just a great heart, great person. So that's cute. Thanks for pointing that out, Chloe. We'll make sure we get that in there.
Got MST3K piping in.
That's right. That's right. Chloe doesn't have his mic today. He said he wasn't going to talk much, but he likes to chime in every once in a while. We can't keep him quiet back there. So fun. All right, so you mentioned you were named, or we mentioned this, best photographer in Dallas WFFA. I mean, how exciting is that, right? And so tell us a little bit about that again. I think you kind of touched upon it, but was this a big thing? Like, did you go through like a process, or did somebody just like start nominating you for this?
So that's really funny, and the same thing with Alignable. I don't actually put myself out there for that, and I'm pretty humble, you know.
Sure, right.
But we're just lucky and have good karma and believe in other people, and so for that, people in turn nominate us for things. The WFAA, so that was something that we were nominated for, and it was just client reviews. It was hilarious because it was like, why is my name coming up on the internet and this isn't my site? Who is this that's using my name and my studio? And I thought it was just someone that was stalking, or it was just some kind of an error. Another Ashley Kinney, because there are lots of us, lots of people named Ashley Kinney. I'm Ashley Kinney 16, by the way, on Facebook. And
I know how to find you.
I know, it's crazy. So it's always nominated.
Yeah.
And that was the same thing with Alignable. People that I network with and have helped, then they want to say, instead of a review, then they'll say thanks by nominating me for something, and I'll usually open an email and go, what bogus stuff is this?
Yeah.
And then I'll wind up with some crazy award again.
How exciting, Ashley. Congratulations. It's so
you.
awesome. She's so humble, too. And she is such a great connector. Like I feel like Ashley just knows a lot of people, too. She's like another one. She knows a lot of people, and people love your work. So I think what I want to ask you is, you said a lot of things about bringing people out and just, you know, like your empathy and being caring. What do you love about the photography world? What is it for you that's keeping you in that? Because you're still doing it.
Okay, so education is a big deal. That's why we've got Business Accelerator,
Right.
Kinney Studios. What I started doing, and I absolutely love, and this is a benefit for Your Web Guys, so all three of the companies melded. And I really, really enjoy teaching people how to photograph as well. What I'm finding is people are using their camera phones, or they're using cameras that they've bought and don't know how to use. So I've started doing workshops to actually teach people how to use their equipment.
Oh, wow.
Because people don't have enough time to become a photographer, and they need little basics. So I'm teaching that just as foundational skills. And that's the educational part. The other give back is I'm starting back up with our Bliss Outs, where we're doing pamperings once a month, Your Web Guys at the studio. And sometimes people aren't like you and I, and they're not comfortable in front of the camera.
Right.
And so I will actually do images for them for their headshots. But before that, they'll have doTERRA, where they can make their own roller balls for anxiety, for the
Okay.
essential oils.
Yeah.
The whole little champagne or wine with some catering, mingle in a comfortable atmosphere first, relax, get a facial afterward.
I'm getting excited listening to
I
this.
know.
Hey, when's this happening, Ashley?
February 18th.
Yeah, I'm like, when's this happening? I'm like getting excited listening to it. Is this the next Accelerator that you were talking about?
No,
Oh,
this
it's different.
It's the week before.
Week
so
before.
it's not this weekend, but next
Okay.
weekend, February 18th, 6 p.m. Your Web Guys. I'll be sending out the publication
Yeah,
here.
get it to us and we'll put a note out for it. So
I
That's
just
fun.
want people to be pampered. They're all
Yeah.
stressed right now, and
Right.
I haven't done it in 2 years.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm excited for you.
That's awesome. Have you ever thought about, and don't laugh at me, have you ever thought about a mini course or online course for the photography for these basics that you're talking about? Basically putting your workshop in 5-video course format?
Sure. Actually, that's one of the big things that we had talked about. Our big focus is education this year. So many people just don't know for web design, for photography, for business, and bringing that all together. So we're starting to do little 2-minute videos on what you can do to help your business, what you can do for photography, what you can do for web design. And on that same note, by the way, for pampering, then we always do boudoirs around this time of year to help with mom and dad, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's. And we kind of do it a different way, really to focus on people's mental image, and so that they can bring out themselves but their best way. And sometimes it's that we're such harsh critics until we see something on film, and then we really can appreciate who we are. So it's about the give back, nurturing, and workshops on that part too. And we're really focused on all of those things. And we will have some videos coming up. We started on some of those already.
That's terrific.
I like how they have everything connected. So tell us real quick about your web guys. Tell us what you guys do there, because you do have all these things that you're doing are overlapping, which I think is really good for branding.
Yeah, very
the way
smart.
You guys are working it.
Thank you. So your web guys is one simple way to put it is, Richard thought it would be hilarious to call it a web slinger, Spider-Man. Why not? But that's the geeky boy in home. I've got all boys at home.
Right.
And the only way that I can describe it is your one-stop web shop, because it's web development, hosting, maintenance, photography, image, brand, and it's all consultancy, but not just consulting. You come out with product in hand, and it's not raw product, it's finished, it's developed, it's photo ready, everything is hands-on. So I would say we're more of a consultancy. We're not graphic designers. We're actually targeted on sales for the average business person, small to medium-sized businesses, not mom and pops, that are growing, and just before they have to hire their own web development team, we're there in that space in between.
That's very specific.
Yeah, she's got it all together.
Yeah, that's great.
And those I've been to one of her DFW Accelerator events, and so tell us real quick, our listeners, a little bit about that, because I think that is a really neat deal that they've got set up for small business owners to come in and really get them connected to people and take some of this stuff that she just talked about into that space for them.
I was actually just messaging someone this morning. It was really strange. We had our launch party last night. It's for anyone that's published their website in the past 30 days, and we'll do a press release party and cater, smooch, network, and just enjoy each other's time. We had 20 people come, which it's growing. It's kind of crazy. Business Accelerator last time had 30 people. I'm excited and don't want it to get much bigger, because we want that connection. But it's strange how coaches and speakers and financial advisors and vendors that are starting new companies all come together. We've got speakers, 3 of them. One's mindfulness, one's a business coach. Then there's our keynote speaker that has their main topic. I know Jennifer was amazing.
Thank
I
you.
love how she was writing on the board, because I'm so hands-on and visual. And then we have our pros that are experts. I do headshots at a hugely discounted rate, because I don't want to see people with their camera phone, and actually really making sure that they have professional images. Just because it works on your phone doesn't mean that it's good for print. 72 DPI versus 300 DPI, a huge difference. And if you want something on a billboard, that's not going to come from your phone, people.
Right.
Let's clear that up.
I know. I've had that question.
Yes.
It is crazy that people think about that. Also, we've gotten during Milena, that's a pro, and she's talking about your net revenue and worth and bringing that in so that you can save money in your business and where to allocate funds. I know Jake is actually helping with the engines of your business. Richard does the website health check to make sure, just like you have kiddos, you have to have a website health check to make everything in line. There's so many people that have 404 errors or 401 or 405, and they don't even know what that is. Or sometimes they'll buy a domain and they think you buy it once, and they'll let it expire and then they lose everything.
Right.
So then, of course, there are vendors that we have. They're the small businesses that are usually starting out, and they don't even know what networking is about. They don't have a brand. They don't have an image. And so we have vendor tables so that they can go in and they can do basically their presentations and show people what they're about. Sometimes it's their very first time they've ever had a table in their lives. So that's exciting because they're small businesses that are growing. And of course, we try to highlight a caterer because 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the fourth Saturday of each month. That's a great opportunity for caterers that were going under during COVID. And we allow them that opportunity so that they can promote their business and people don't pass out because they're not starving.
Sure.
Wow. Yeah, it's awesome what she's doing. I mean, there's just a lot of overlap between everything. But the big thing that when I think of Ashley, she's a relationship builder. So I think of community and like, I don't even know before we were even like met. I don't even know where we met, but like I already knew about you before.
Fogo de Chao.
Was that where it was? Okay, she's good. She remembered. You're good. You are good. So I'm like, I know Ashley. I don't know where I met you, Ashley. It was somewhere networking. We were networking somewhere.
We were at Jeremiah Osmond's
that's right.
event.
That's right. That's right. Okay, but yes, everybody knows who you are, and I think that's awesome, Ashley. You're doing some good things.
So great.
Oh,
and sorry, let me jump in real quick.
No, go ahead.
I noticed, or we read in your bio, that you also, on top of, the little that you do, you also are involved with nonprofits as well. So I would love to hear a little bit about those nonprofits.
So our big purpose, Richard and I, we come from Scouts. We both come from single mom families. And that's a tough one to bite off whenever you have a single mom, and not just on mom, but on kids. And so Boy Scouts was a huge part of Rich's life. He's an Eagle, great troop. We owe a lot to the Boy Scouts. Go Girls! They're in now, by the way. I'm one of the oldest Boy Scouts, by the way.
Fun.
Since I was 19, I have the card. It says I'm a Boy Scout.
That is so awesome, Ashley. I did not know
That
this
is
about
incredible.
You. Yeah. Found out something new.
So I love that Boy Scouts is my number one. I'm actually, again, helping out, and I'm the Cub Scout Roundtable Commissioner for the district. Richard is Cub Master, Assistant Scout Master. I'm the advisor for the Venture Crew, which is co-ed age 14 to 21. And so boys and girls of all ages can really learn how to hike and enjoy camaraderie. His best friends still are from scouting.
Oh my goodness,
we have
wow.
5 friends nationwide. It doesn't even matter that we had friends that moved to Japan. We were still in very close contact. They don't even live close by, but we're still very, very good friends.
Wow.
Treasured Vessels, I hopped on with 4 or 5 years ago and started helping them. They actually didn't have headshots at the time.
That's Alicia Bush, right? She was a featured guest on the Starter Girls podcast, so we did talk to Alicia. I'm not sure you were with me
No, I
when
don't
she
think
came
so.
on, but I do know Alicia, and her organization is amazing.
Yeah. I knew Beth Watson and Abigail Hours, and Beth actually said, we need headshots, so they came to the studio, and it was before they had headshots.
Wow.
So it's kind of amazing. There are a lot of different organizations like Seneca that does the mindfulness.
We
for
had
Business
Seneca on
Accelerator.
too. Lazy guy.
The Khmer experience,
Yes.
is that right?
Yes.
The human development, the community experience, and
It's really cool.
We actually had Monty G, which is actually
And
through
working with
Seneca.
him, yes, I've seen a lot of their.
She performed at Last Benson Accelerator.
Oh.
I just referred her out, by the way, about 5 minutes ago.
Very good. Awesome. See, gotta have the right people in your network, right,
cool.
Ashley? This is good. I want to ask you a question because you've been in the entrepreneur game for quite some time now, and you started your photography. You're still doing that. You got this web guys with your husband going. You created the DFW Accelerator. What has been the biggest challenge for you in this journey? Like, what has been, I guess, the thing that has been, a challenge, but most difficult for you?
Work-life balance and to say no, because we have enjoyed each other's lives. We're always together. So Rich is at work with me. We're at home together. We're raising our family. We do the nonprofit together. He wasn't on board until a couple months ago, but
You
he's
influenced him. You got
I
him in.
did. I do the brain influencing too. That's my
yeah.
Mary Kay lipstick.
Awesome. Look at
Thanks,
her.
Marie. So it's kind of crazy that work balance, especially with aging parents. We waited a long time to have kids. I was 31 for my oldest and 35 whenever I had my twins. And I guess sitting still is a big deal. I don't do it well. Whenever I was on bed rest for 4 months for my twins, with that pregnancy, it just about killed me because I had to sit still. I hated it. There was some way. I always want to keep going and moving, and I guess that's probably the biggest thing, to turn my brain off at the end of the night and to remember to take care of me, because I'm always taking care of everyone else and I love it and I take great joy in it.
Right.
It's what keeps me going. And when someone says that they aren't doing well and I know that I can help them. I was a nurse for 11 years. That's what I went to school for. And I know how they can really pull the life out of you. It was very draining.
Yeah.
Because people don't always want to get better. And that's whenever we actually opened up the studio in 2004. My neurosurgeon, Dr. Payne, actually provided the funding for us to start the studio.
Wow.
And he said, you know what, I'm going to retire. You've done a great job, and I believe in you. So here's a great severance pay. Please, you have so much talent. Open your studio. It was that day that I was going to resign.
My God, what a gift.
I know. I'm finding out all this stuff about Ashley today that I didn't even know.
I was going to resign that day,
Yeah.
but I was quiet, and respect is so important. And instead, he said, you're doing a great job, and it's time for me to retire. Of course, that was after the patient tried to drive through the window of the office the day before.
Oh my
And that's
goodness.
one of the reasons that he was retiring.
Yeah. Wow.
So I take great joy in making people smile, whether it's connecting or giving them a photo and they get nervous, or just so that they can have a boudoir instead of pulling out their imperfections, see their beautiful silhouette or their face, or so that they can focus on something good.
She's giving me like chills.
Oh, it's very
Listening
cool.
to her, she's like painting. I'm seeing these pictures as she's painting this. Ashley, you're awesome. She's a kind person. She's always doing great things and giving back to the community. And in the networking circles that I'm in, I mean, she is always. I feel like giving the positive energy to everybody, which I think is so awesome, because a lot of people don't get that. And as solo entrepreneurs, I think I've shared with you that, I've always had mentors. So I've been fortunate enough to have people in my corner. But I think as entrepreneurs, we don't have that a lot. You know what I mean? And so they don't get a lot of people going, hey, you got this, or hey, I'm supporting you, or how are you doing over there?
Sure.
She messages me a lot to ask me how I'm doing. A lot. She'll be like, how are you doing? Are you taking care of yourself? We know that I am. But she'll say, are you taking care of yourself?
That's good.
I think that we all share that whole thing about coming down, like settling down. And honestly, I was talking about this off camera because I'm having this procedure done on Tuesday. My biggest fear is not the procedure, it's the after. It's the down. Is there going to be downtime? Am I going to have to stop moving? Am I going to be able to get back up? And because I'm like you, I don't like to sit still.
I have one tip, and it's the best tip ever.
Give us the tip, Ashley.
So remember, I told you my oldest is about to turn 15 on February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day, because I was too stubborn to go on February 14th. I didn't like the on-call doctor.
Yeah, gotcha. She's like, I'm holding out.
I'm holding out. So Insight Timer.
I do have Insight Timer on my phone. I do.
That is awesome. That was a tip that I learned from Catherine Erickson. She was actually in Women Helping Women to network with me, and that's a really cool thing that I've given to my kids now. And they'll get stressed out. They're teenagers and teenagers, and I just tell them to breathe. And I'm like, okay, let's pull up the Insight Timer. So you're gonna have some downtime,
Right.
from your procedure. So make sure you do your Insight Timer.
Yeah.
Maybe connect with Seneca.
Yeah. Well, I studied transcendental meditation. I think I shared that with Seneca. I
Yeah.
studied that back when I was in with my oldest daughter, because we both were going through something, and I used it as a tool to force myself to take that downtime. So I am very much an advocate for meditation and quiet time. It's just, we don't need it for days. We don't need it to go on for days and days, quiet
Right.
time. I'm good for a little bit of quiet time, but we got things to do. I had a question I wanted to ask her. We got off on meditation. How'd that happen? It's like it's going to come back to me. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have one for you. Advice for anybody starting out as an entrepreneur. Maybe somebody wants to get in and take up photography, whatever. I don't know. But what tips would you give to someone that wants to start a business?
Make sure you know yourself and your core values, because that's the foundational skill, not just for your company, but your life. And people give a lot of advice, and they have big mouths, but you know what your moral is, your foundation, your gut. And if I had listened to the tons of people on Business Accelerator that said, why would you give up money to start the nonprofit with DFW Business Accelerator? It wouldn't be here.
So trust your intuition.
Yeah.
Don't listen to others.
And don't just take the money. It's not about the money.
No.
It's about the give back.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. And you have to be okay with what you're doing. I think the core value piece is extremely essential into what you're doing, because so many people, we just had this conversation, and the other one, so many people they don't know why they're doing what they do, and they're not really feeling fulfilled at it, and they don't understand that doing that, the end result is they're not working effectively. They're not going to be making the money they want to make. They're not going to be happy. None of it's going to work. So you got to get back to why you're doing what you're doing, and that aligns with who you are, your core values. And when you get in alignment with that, the other things fall into place.
It's true. It's easy to follow the money. It's easy to say, this contract is here. This is stable. This is a paycheck. But is that really what makes you happy? Because money's not going to make you happy.
And does it hit that sweet spot? Does it align with your gifts and talents and passions and what you like to offer and what people want, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
This has
been
been
fun. I know. Let's do some quick rapid fire.
Okay,
with
let's
this.
do it.
We gotta do some fun rapid fire. This has been great, Ashley.
Okay.
We gotta do this is our favorite part, is the rapid fire, I think.
Okay.
I know, because the challenge is, can we actually make it rapid?
Yes. Can we do it rapid? Can we make it rapid?
Can we make it rapid?
I'm
So-
not witty, so I
You don't have, it's supposed to be just simple answers,
Yeah.
but we
Okay.
we fail
I know.
at it every time. So
It's hard for us to stick
You
to
starting?
it. Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
Favorite place to travel to?
Florida, Panama City Beach, Florida.
Okay. Favorite food?
There's so much food.
Halo Top.
Halo Top.
Halo Top.
Oh, Halo Top ice cream.
When you have extra cash in your purse, what do you like to shop for?
Salmon.
She had that one down, down. Okay, I'm gonna ask the music one. First concert you ever attended?
Oh. He was a short, curly-headed guy. Richard Marx.
Richard Marx.
Oh, I love him.
Yes, I used to
Oh
have
my
a Richard
gosh,
Marx CD.
he's the best.
I won free concert tickets from a radio station.
That's incredible.
That's one of my favorite questions, because we can date people when
it's
we
so
do that.
good.
We find out some really interesting things when we ask that question.
Yes. Okay, bucket list travel spot.
Oh, I would love to go. This is lame, really lame. I would love to go to New Orleans because of my family roots that I actually haven't got to explore.
Oh. Very
Wow.
cool.
Very achievable. I know.
All right, very
Yes. Very
cool.
achievable.
All right, last question. I'm going to ask you, what's in your Amazon cart?
In my Amazon cart, oh, more hair.
More hair.
Because that's not mine. Nope.
so
By the
good.
way, it's
so funny.
$13 on Amazon. Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
She's so cute.
It's awesome.
so
So there's that. Oh, and people keep stealing my kids' pencils, so I put labels on them.
Oh.
I have
So your pencils in your Amazon cart right now? More pencils?
labels. It's
Labels.
labels. for the pencils.
Labels for the pencils. That's good. See?
And vitamins.
And vitamins. See, we find out some really good things about people. We have not had anybody say labels
Yes.
for pencils
That's a new one. Or hair.
or hair. We haven't had that one either. This is good.
Okay, I had a purple wig arrive to my house yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Are you going to wear it to one of our shows
I'm
next
going-
time?
Maybe.
She's going to come in with
That might
purple.
be a little crazy.
So, was it on purpose?
It was on purpose because I am going to a Mardi Gras
Mardi
party.
Gras.
Ah, we need to see pictures when this purple
Oh,
hair
it's gonna
goes
be
in.
amazing.
We need to see the pictures when you get that.
It's
that
gonna
on
be
there.
I didn't make up the
Incredible.
New Orleans thing. I had no idea you were getting.
Well, and I
to talk
was
about that. It's
there.
funny.
I was in New Orleans last spring break, and we had a really great time. So you definitely need to get there.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, Ashley. So if our listeners wanted to come check you out, where do we want to send them?
You can go to www.yourwebguys.net. That's YOURWEBGUYS.net.
Awesome.
Okay.
We'll make sure when we get it out that we tag you and we have the website in there so our listeners can find you.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
check out
you
her
so
upcoming
much.
events.
Yes.
too.
February 26th, we've got Business Accelerator, and then February 18th, we've got the Bliss Out.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So nice to meet you. Thanks for being on the podcast today.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
very nice to meet you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, don't leave yet. We're not done yet.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
and to our listeners, we just want to say thanks for listening to our show. If you love what we're doing here, please give us a rating both on iTunes and Facebook, and hit that subscribe button on the YouTube.
And we want to leave you with a parting thought. This one is from Anonymous. I couldn't help myself. And it's very relevant for you, okay? Taking an image, freezing a moment, reveals how rich reality truly is.
That's
I
good.
thought that was cool.
That was a good find.
Thank
Good job,
you. Thanks.
Brianna.
Pulled that one.
All right, and to live the extraordinary, you must start, and every start begins with a decision. You guys take care, be safe, and be kind to one another. We will see you next time.